I actually created that. Now you start believing more that you're the creator of your reality instead of the victim of your reality. And that's the truth. And you cannot experience that truth unless you step in the realm of creation. And in order for you to arrive at that wealth, you have to make a very clear decision that that person who wants the wealth and who is in lack of having it is going to have to make a lot of changes to finally run into that goal or vision of their wealth. You can't create a new personal reality as the same personality. You got to become someone else. That means you got to give up some aspect of those unconscious thoughts, behaviors, and emotions that are programmed because we do them so much and think that way. And that's the hard part of change. When people do the work, I want to be really clear. They don't do the meditations to heal. They do the meditations to change. And understand that when I change, my body will change. My life will change. That's the experiment they're involved in. So this energy, this feeling that you have, the fundamental question is, when you leave this place, can you take it with you every day? Could you remember this feeling, and could you bring it up on your own? Now you're becoming the creator of your life, because now you'll believe more in that future and less in your past. And then you'll default, just like we all do. But how many times do you have to forget until you stop forgetting and start remembering? That's called the moment of change. And that's catching yourself from defaulting seamlessly back to that old personality that has been programmed for us to be victims. If you say to someone, why are you so unhappy? Why are you so mad? Why are you so angry? Oh, it's that person, it's that circumstance that's causing me to feel this way and think this way. Well, that's an unconscious program. A person is saying that someone in their outer world or some condition is controlling. It's controlling their feelings, controlling their thoughts. Anything that's controlling us, we're victims to. And that's got to change. So then, to overcome victimization is worth more than all the wealth in the world. Because that's exactly what creates the wealth. That's exactly what creates the health. It's the overcoming process that is the becoming process. And that's how you arrive at that vision. And this energy is the energy that takes you there. And you got to be able to bring that up on your own. That means you got to come out of your resting state. And that when coming out of your resting state and not allowing or waiting for someone or something to do it for you, but doing it on your own, wow, there's sovereignty and there's empowerment in that. That's how any person.
First off, what are the emotions of lack, so that people can make a distinction and say, I don't think about lack, I'm not in lack, but maybe they are based on certain emotions. So what are the emotions that cause us to feel in our bodies lacking as opposed to abundant? And caveat, how much of those lacking emotions can we have on a daily basis and still be abundant?
It's a good question.
You know what I mean? Is it 50% victimhood and we're still going to be good? Is it angry 20% of the time? Is it how much wiggle room can we give ourselves grace and still, I'm still going to be able to get my dream? So what are the emotions of lack, and how much time can we really allow ourselves to be in a state of frustration or sadness and still be abundant?
Yeah, I got it. But we create based on lack. We create based on separation. You see the sports car, you see the wardrobe, you see the scene, you see the vacation, and you see that experience that you want. Your brain naturally goes, oh God, that would be so wonderful to be in that reality, to be in that future. Based on the lack of not having it, in the plane of duality and separation, the lack causes us to dream about having it.
Mm-hmm.
So the natural thing is to dream of a new possibility based on your understanding that you don't have that experience yet. You understand?
Yes.
So then now, that vision of that future, the brain naturally creates. For the passionate person, that vision where they're seeing that future, they put themselves in that future. And when they do that, they feel the emotion of that future. And they're actually doing that by thought alone. So once they feel the feeling of that future, they can believe in that future because they felt it.
Interesting.
Right? And they'll tell you there's nobody or no one or no circumstances. I know that I could create that. And you've all done it. Everybody in this room has done something great. And you kept that vision alive in your mind, and you got your behaviors to match your intentions. You got your actions equal to your thoughts. You got your mind and body working together. You stopped thinking certain thoughts like, I can't, it's too hard, I don't feel like it, I'll never change. You had to make different choices, and the hardest part about change is not making the same choices the day before, and that means you're going to get uncomfortable. You stop doing the same things, the same habits, sitting on the couch, whatever it was. You didn't have time to complain, that stuff. You start staying away from the experiences with certain people and certain circumstances. You didn't want to live that anymore. And you had to really get beyond your emotional feelings and do it anyway. And we do this all the time. And, then you run, and all of a sudden the synchronicities start to happen. Everybody's experienced this. And the next thing you know, the experience occurs, and you feel the emotion from that experience. And it takes away the lack or separation from not having it.